Hello, this is Judy. Thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel. Today I'm working on another one of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, day 12. And I am again working on photos from my wedding album. And I pulled out these papers and got things set up before I started recording because I was at a retreat. And yeah, it was kind of disruptive to my normal recording schedule. But here I'm taking some of Close to My Heart shimmer trim and I put it on this Fisker's cutter trimmer, which is fabulous. And then it sticks down because it's adhesive like shimmer trim tape. And you just run it through the Fisker's trimmer there and it'll cut it in half. So you can really save money by doing it that way because you only need a little bit for a great look. So now I'm going to take all my photos or my papers and lay them out, and in the sketch it has kind of a design on the background, so I wanted to bring that into it, and I thought a stencil would be good. And since that one deep scarlet paper has hearts on it, I thought I'd carry that over and do hearts with the stencil. Now I did go off of the stencil, which created kind of the edge look you'll see, and normally you don't really want that, but since I already had it there, I said, well, I'm just going to embrace it and make it look like I wanted it there. So it actually looks like it's layers of blocks of these heart stencils, but once the layout is completed, you can't even see it, so it's okay. But there you see I'm using the blender brushes, and this is an old one, which I'm sometime going to be changing over to All Close to My Heart, but I'm going to use these until they're not good anymore. But I take the ink from the actual ink pad and then rub it off in the ink pad lid so that I'm not wasting any ink by rubbing it off on paper. But this distributes the ink evenly within the bristles of the blender brush, so it gives you a nice soft look. In addition, I wanted to really distress the edges of the layers of paper, so I brought in the toffee ink and my sponge dauber, and I'm really inking those edges to make them look old. The work looked especially nice on that green. And the torn edges, I distressed and tore and really roughed those up, and I love how it looks in the final layout you'll see. I'm also inking the edges of the base cardstock. Now I'm going to glue down the layers, and I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge from the outside. And also when I use the liquid glue like that, I'll fold the paper over and smear it together so that it doesn't have big globs of glue in one area. It gives it a really nice adhesion to the base paper underneath. And you're not going to get that paper up once it's down. With that paper down, now it's time to put the glitter shimmer trim down. Actually, I should have put it down before I adhered the green strips, but I'm able to slide them underneath the green pieces to adhere them, and no one will ever know. It took a hot minute to get all those pieces down. I didn't record it, so you didn't have to suffer through it like I did. And now I'm working on the title. You can see my little cricket working there. The white part is the top portion of the title, and it's on Close to My Heart's Irresistible paper. I left it on my Cricut mat so I could ink it, and I wanted to do an ombre effect with the scarlet on the top and the toffee on the bottom, and it looked nice. I rubbed it off with a paper towel so that it would help bring the white dots of the paper out. But you'll see in a little bit here that it's not quite what I wanted, and I will change it up, so stay tuned for that. use liquid glue to adhere those letters together, and now you can see I just clean up that Cricut mat with some water and it cleans up really nice. So here is the layout, and I'm just trying to adjust where the photos are. I inked underneath where the title was to really make those letters pop. And you'll notice that I've got blue going through there. The reason for that is that my girlfriend's dress has a lot of blue in it, as well as some of the guys' tuxes. And I wanted to, just bring that blue in. It's a little different color than what's in all the other photos, and I really liked it. So that was the reason for the blue and the green, just to add a little pop of color to a couple pages. I do want to note that those acrylic pieces from Close to My Heart are just so nice. And they adhere well with the liquid glue. It was really nice not to have to use glue dots because, yeah, they can be a little troubling. But here is the layout with a couple of finishing touches. I added some more tags with a couple of fun sayings. And I brought all the embellishments around to draw your eye around the page. As I'm looking at this layout, I'm noticing the title just isn't standing out the way I wanted it to, so I'm going to try something a little different here. Brought out my shimmer brush, and I'm going to see how it will color those irresistible papers. And I tried the scarlet first, and then I'm going to try the regular red. And I think the scarlet matched the best, so I'm going to go ahead and enhance those letters with a shimmer brush, and then I'm going to add another little tip and trick. Wait till you see it. That really enhanced those letters, right? But the line between the color on the top and the color on the bottom was so abrupt. I wanted to make it softer, so I put some of the shimmer brush ink on my craft mat and brought out my water brush, and I watered it down, and then I dragged it from the top part to the bottom, and that really softened that edge. I was so pleased with how it looked. What do you think? So you get the idea of what I'm doing, and I'm going to spare you from watching me do it all. But thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure you check out everybody else who's following along with this sketch series. Lots of great inspiration. Take care. Have a wonderful day.